Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Saturday the 23rd of November 2019. It's a pleasure to be with you today. Thank you so much for joining me. I want to say a big thank you to my Patreon supporters. Thank you guys. Because of your contributions, I bought this deck recently and I've only used it once, but I feel like the cards have more to say to us. So I want to use the cards again to see what's going on today and what the message is for Saturday the 23rd. So all I do in these readings is I set the intention, what is the message for Saturday the 23rd, and the cards respond. It's really handy because you can ask them anything, and it's almost like the cards are forced to respond because each one of them has an image. So you can never pick the wrong card. That's the law of attraction. The card that's meant to come out is meant to come out. So, we have the World. That's good. We have the Lovers. That's also good. And we have the Five of Cups. Also great, obviously. Okay, so this represents mourning and grief, but it's not too serious. First of all, we have the World. I had this recently. She really represents someone who's walked the fool's journey and she's gone through everything in life. So now she realizes that she's whole and complete. Home is where the heart is. If she loves herself and she's true to herself, then life is going to mirror that and she's going to have a wonderful life. She's embraced by this purple sash. That's the universe just supporting her and loving her. And she's suspended in limbo in this perfect balance of having completed and achieved everything you can here on earth. So you wake up with a sense of completeness and a sense of mastery over the astrological signs. So it's almost like you're beyond being influenced, or if you are influenced, you're aware of it and you don't have to be hooked into it and act immediately. You have that split second to say, is what I'm thinking accurate, or can I actually ignore that and leave it alone? And because she's done everything, she's gone through the Fool's journey. So she's been through the Lovers, she's been through Temperance, she's been through the Sun, she's been through all of the 21 cards. So that experience has made her realize that all she can do is be herself and live her best possible life. Because whether she believes it or not, she has loved, and we can all see it in other people. If you're a fan of anybody, you can see how amazing and glorious that person is, how special they are. That person themselves doesn't feel that way about themselves. They have problems and insecurities the same way we all do. So you feel good, you feel protected, you go into the day feeling really good about things, and nothing can touch you. Because of that, you open yourself up to other people, other ways of expressing yourself creatively, other jobs that you're in love with, anything that feels like it comes from this place of peace and that makes you feel loving towards it. So if you suddenly get the idea that, wow, I feel so good about my life now and I want to give something back, so I'm going to work at a rehab treatment facility for addicts and I'm going to go there and talk to them while they're in there. So that could be the love that she discovers from this place of wholeness. It's like when you try and change an attribute about yourself, you can't change by criticizing yourself into the ground. That thing you don't like, you've got to embrace it. You've got to love yourself and bless that with love and surround it in white light and bless that part of yourself until one day it goes. When you hate things, you weld yourself to them. when you let go with love, you give them their own life. You don't hang on to things anymore. So there's the great opportunity to obviously find a romantic partner, and that opportunity has been around loads this week. So it's been an amazing week for love. Yes, emotions have been extreme, but romance is something that's extreme. So a lot of you will be experiencing passion and desire. I love how they're represented. So they're facing the angel. They kind of know that what they've got together is something really special. And she's holding her heart. And she's blue. She's kind of turning her head away because it's just, oh, I can never experience that as an angel. I have all this passion, but I can't express it. And she sees the beauty in what these two are doing. And we don't often see that from other people's perspective or outside perspectives. That being in love with someone and making love to someone you actually love is an amazing, miraculous event and feeling. And it's something that only we as human beings can experience. You know, in the 12 steps, when I first got into the 12-step programs, what they always said very often is the bad thing is, well, no, how do they put it? The good thing is that when you stop drinking or using drugs or behaviors to fix your feelings, you get your feelings back. But the bad thing is also that you get your feelings back. So you have to deal with everything, because when you're using and abusing these substances, then, oh, I feel uncomfortable. Let me take something, then I'll feel great again. Okay? So those kind of people, like myself, are used to kind of adapting our feelings to the way we want them to be. And when you let go of that, when you let go of control, and you realize that it's out of your hands, and that numbing yourself to life is really pointless, because then you're never going to get here. You're going to get stuck on the devil card. You're going to be stuck on the addiction side of things. You never are able to grow spiritually the way you can grow if you experience everything that life throws at you and you face it. So it's just a reminder of what an incredible gift this is, that love is something that's within your reach. The final card is the 5 of Cups, and this is a young woman who, she's in New York for some reason. Is that the Brooklyn Bridge? She's got 2 cups there. So 2 great things in her life that are still there, and she's got 3 things that have fallen over. Cups, remembers, is the suit of water, and it represents emotions, spirituality, feelings, creativity. And these 3 things, it looks like 3... I'm sorry about the noise. There's always someone with a leaf blower or a super loud hedge trimmer. Okay, so, or a siren. You guys are used to those. So this is a perspective card. She's obviously grieving because she's lost these 3 things. But what she's not recognizing is that she's still got these 2 wonderful things in the background. So she can either mourn the loss, and if she feels a duty to mourn the loss, then she can do that. Or she can turn around and really be grateful for what she still has. And it doesn't elude me that there are 2 cups and we've got the Lovers. So instead of lamenting all of the things that you don't have in your life, all of the dreams that didn't come true, all of the hopes and desires that turned out to be disappointments and losses, don't focus on those. Focus on what you love to do. Focus on who you love and spend time with the person you love. Or if you're single and you're looking for love, continue to look for love and ignore all of the past rejections and the negative experience you've had in relationships. You still believe in love, try again. Draw a line under the last 853 million horrible dates that you've gone on, and the 82,000 times that you were disrespected by men. Okay. So put that behind you, whether you're male or female. Okay, it's usual that men are from Mars, women are from Venus. It's kind of usual that women don't understand men and men don't understand women, and gay guys don't understand each other, and gay women often don't understand each other. And there's always something that's going to work to keep things separate or to present that illusion of separateness. But we've got these two things. First of all, you're being told that please don't just focus on the negative. Be grateful for the good stuff you've got, because then you're celebrating, your energy changes, and you can actually manifest more positive things in your life. Then we're shown the lovers, and it's so beautiful what these two have that an angel can't even bear to look at it because it is so moving and so heart-rendering. And we are in a very, very emotional time. Yesterday I mentioned Mercury is direct. Yippee, that's great in terms of communication. So in terms of communicating and actually meeting new people, you're able to put your best foot forward. There's no like tripping over your words or saying something dumb. Like there's the potential to do that in Mercury retrograde. Now you really have the potential to say something really wise and really profound. This card also reminds me of Phoenix, the Phoenix rising from the ashes. It's like Pluto in astrology. Death and rebirth, transformation and change. Her life has changed because these three things, whatever they may be, assets, family members, items, whatever she's lost, it's changed her life. So she can take those, go away from the shore and transform herself and really be with someone and realize that she's been gifted this by the universe. And it all comes about today because you really understand that there's no such thing as duality. There's only unity. So even if you're single, you're unified within yourself. And when you're with someone, you're still unified within yourself. But his kind of wheel blends in with yours, or totally both of them align with another. So you never lose your own identity once you're on this spiritual path because you feel loved anyway. The actual love in your life, like I love to paint, or I love this person so much, or my children are just my passion, I just love them so, so much. All of that comes from the fact that we are loved. We are created by the Creator, so we create. We are loved by the Creator, so we love. And we forget that other people do that too, whether they're male or female. And we mourn the things we don't like instead of looking at the things we have in common instead of the differences. And when you do that, you create unity with another person. You can do that today, or with something that makes you feel, oh wow, I'm using all of my gifts and talents to really now channel this into this work. So for instance, if you've been a designer and worked in a bank, and now you decide to launch your own interior design firm, all of your experience talking to people will help you. The design experience obviously will help you. It all comes together. So if you discover something like that today, it's safe to latch onto it and say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to make something of this thing that I love, this passion that I've got. You know, not every passion that you do as a hobby has to become something that pays you money, but today you can take a hobby and you can transform it from something that was disappointing or didn't help you, and you can transform it, like the phoenix rising from the ashes, into something beyond beautiful. That's heartbreaking almost, because it's the perfect thing for you to do at the perfect time, making you feel perfect and completely protected and whole and eternally safe, and you realize also, this is important, that you're an eternal being. You know, if you're having a bad day today, you've been around for a long time, and you have had past lifetimes, and you might finish things up on this in this incarnation, or you have future lifetimes ahead of you. But the main thing is that whether you're in a body or not in a body, it doesn't matter. You continue to exist, and you are always constant. The way the Creator creates, so we create. The Creator is constant. Therefore, the love that is available to us is constant. It's the only constant source of love that we've got in the universe. Because you can get love from your partner, but then if you don't take out the rubbish and they've miffed at you, then no love. So the message is basically, you have the potential to really see yourself truly as you are, and to accept everything about yourself, and to truly, madly, deeply fall in love with yourself, and to fall in love with your higher self, and to feel loved by the universe, to get that sense of love back. And when you're there, then you don't need a partner, and that's when the irony happens, the law of attraction. That's when the right men or women come into your life, because you don't need one anymore. That's why people say he'll come when you're not looking. So that's, first of all, a blessing. You go into the day because you feel so great. People are going to be drawn to you. So be discerning in terms of what is perfect for you, what is right for you. And then you can transform your own life from a place of feeling a little bit glum and maybe a little bit gloomy lately. And you can change your focus around and focus on doing something beautiful that is just divine, instead of focusing on the negative. And you really feel like you are transforming yourself. And this little girl, imagine this little girl transforming into this beautiful angel. That's the kind of change that can happen today. So number wise, we've got 5, and then the lovers, that's 6, so that's 11. Is it? Yeah, 11 and 21 is 32. 3 and 2 is 5. So 5 in numerology is freedom. I'm just going to double check the numbers. 21 and 6 is 27, and 5 is 32. So 5 is freedom. So freedom from yourself. If you despise yourself, if there's something about you that you just hate, if there's something that you've never come to terms with, you can come to terms with it, please. You've got to accept yourself. You're going to be with you for the rest of your life. Remember, accept yourself. Today you have the opportunity to accept yourself, to have freedom from your own hatred towards yourself, from your own sense of disconnectedness, and your sense of imbalance within yourself. All of those things can be sorted out and resolved through a connection with a higher power, a spiritual practice, your higher self, and you're naturally connected. You're naturally in the flow today because it naturally surrounds you and you're naturally protected. Because of that, you draw in these wonderful things. So you have freedom in love, and freedom in doing something that you feel amazing about. And you have freedom from grief and sorrow and sadness, because you deliberately change your focus around and you decide to focus on the good stuff rather than the bad stuff. So have a wonderful day. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click the button to order your reading with me, or click on the shop tab. You can order your reading there. In my personal readings, I use the tarot, I use astrology and numerology. The astrology chart is a wheel like this, and it shows me everything about you. So life purpose, work, talents, love. I can answer any questions you have. So please head over to the website to order your reading with me there. If you like this video, then please hit subscribe and share the video online, and I'll speak to you soon.